Hello everyone, it is I, Trini Jackson. Welcome back to my channel. I have another story time for you all today because I feel like story times are really my favorite little videos to make, and I think I'm really good at telling stories, and sometimes I just have some things that I just need to get off my chest. I want to share with each and every single one of you. So let's get into it. Now, earlier this week I made a video asking when am I going to stop being considered the late friend? All right, I'm tired of this scarlet letter that I wear, going through life, having people give me times that are 30 minutes earlier than I need to be there, reminding me of the time that I need to be there. Tree, are you going to be here? We're at 4 p.m., 2 p.m., don't be late, don't be late, don't be late. I'm okay, I get it, okay? I get it, I get it. I've been tardy a few times in the past. Sue me, I'm not perfect. I never said I was, all right? Since when is perfection the standard? Everybody's just on time all the time? All right. So anyways, I made this video on one of the days where I was supposed to be meeting my friends at 4 p.m. to go to the gym. They were like, oh, Trinity, we're meeting at 4 p.m. Don't be late, 4 p.m. I ended up showing up at 4:02. Sue me. 4:02. Are we splitting hairs here? People in the comments were like, 4:02 is still late. I said, I didn't ask you for your opinion. I didn't ask what you thought. I would consider myself having a grace period. Now, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the term time blindness. This is something I've been looking into. Not an excuse, but a fact. I was diagnosed with ADHD this year. Time blindness, definition. Let's bring up facts, because I don't want y'all to think I'm just making things up. Okay? Once again, not an excuse. Not an excuse. But before we get into today's story time, I want y'all to see how this has taken my life and just ran me off course, okay? So time blindness is a common symptom of ADHD that describes the difficulty people with the condition have in perceiving time and managing their day, okay? And I always have a hard time of realizing when I need to leave for something and how much time I have to get things done before I need to leave. On that day where I arrived at 4:02, I had an hour to get ready. Okay? I had an hour to be ready. For some reason, I thought I had time in that hour to shower, cook, and fully edit a video. I ended up spending a little bit more time than I expected editing, a little bit more time than I expected showering, and then I had literally no time to cook. I had to literally eat and drive. Still showed up 2 minutes late. All right, so time blindness is a thing. Not an excuse, but it is a thing. All right? Not just me, says the internet. All right, I have ADHD. I have time blindness, and it sometimes affects my day-to-day ability to be punctual. I'm working on it. I am, because now that I know, I can set alarms and things like that. Okay, but that's not even what we're here to talk about. So keep in mind, I was diagnosed with ADHD. Not an excuse. It makes sense. Let's just say it makes sense. So boom, this week, I'm in Tampa, Florida right now. I am from Houston, Texas. I did not drive to Tampa, Florida. I took a flight to Tampa, Florida, okay? On the day of the flight, I knew I had to have my house sitter come meet my dogs before I left so that there could be an easy transition and my dogs would be well cared for while I'm in Tampa. Cool. So the morning comes. The flight leaves at 10:50, starts boarding at 10:20 a.m. Let's keep these times in mind. They're important. So the thing about me is, it makes too much sense to pack for a flight the night before the flight. For some reason, that just adds too much ease to the process. And I don't ever like to have a simple, easy travel day. I like to add a little bit of chaos to the situation, because why have an easy travel day when you could be flustered and frustrated from the beginning? So I don't actually ever pack for my trip until my flight is about to leave in about 4 hours. So the night before, I look at the suitcase. I get an eye about it. Okay, boom, that's where the suitcase is. I know where the suitcase is. I have no idea what I'm going to bring, but things are going to get brought. So things are going to go in the suitcase. I have eyes on the suitcase. I don't know what things are going to go in it, but I don't worry about that because it's still the night before. Why would I start packing my bag the night before? I have time. I have plenty of time. So I wait until the morning of. I wake up, 5 a.m. I stretch out, comfortable, cozy. Don't start actually packing until 6 a.m. Don't know what happened between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m. Just really can't tell you. Do not recall. That hour is not accounted for. Don't know what could have happened from 5 to 6 a.m. Did not start packing until 6 a.m. When I did start packing, flustered, frustrated. Remember how I said, why would I want an easy travel process when I could be frustrated and flustered. That's exactly why I was. So I opened the suitcase. I'm looking in my closet. I'm looking at my things. I said, oh my God, what do I even bring? So I spent about an hour and a half packing the suitcase with maybe 10 different items. It literally was only a 2-day trip. Not many things went into the bag, but I made sure I took as much time as possible, stressing over what was going to go in the bag. The house sitter arrives to my house at around 7:40 to meet the dogs. Now, I'm also in the turn, and while I'm packing, I'm also slightly cleaning, slightly picking up. So I'm picking up, then I'm packing, then I'm packing, and I'm picking up. I'm doing a bunch of things at once. Once again, if the bag was packed the night before, I could just focus on cleaning up the morning of. Too simple, too easy. I don't like ease. I like frustration. I like stress. I like chaos. So I'm packing and picking, and my house sitter arrives. I say, oh my gosh, please do not come in my house yet. I'm not ready. Okay, I haven't even eaten breakfast. I'm hungry. I'm not packed. This house is not clean. Please wait outside. Thank you. So she's waiting outside. I'm running. Okay, now I'm sprinting around the house. I'm trying to get my face together. I'm trying to get my things together. I'm trying to figure out when I need to leave for this flight. Maybe it's about 7:40. I keep in mind the airport is about 30 minutes away. Flight boards at 10:20 a.m. It's about 7:40 a.m. I finally let her in. I introduce her to the dogs. We're, okay, hey, this is Bunny, this is Coda, I say, hey, can you give me a second? I have to finish packing my suitcase upstairs. You chill with the pups, okay? You chill with the pups. While I'm packing, I'm doing a little bit more cleaning, a little bit more picking, a little bit more packing, a little bit of everything. And eventually, as some time passes, you know, it's getting closer to like 8:30, cool. I'm officially packed. I show her around the house, and I'm getting ready to head out the door. And then we end up talking, okay? So now she's caught me in a conversation. Now, if you don't know me, I just told y'all I have ADHD. What I did not disclose to y'all is I am also an extreme extrovert. So the problem with this combination is that I have a hard time saying no to a good conversation, okay? I think there's so many things about new people that I don't know and so many questions I must have about their life that if you are open to engaging in a conversation with me, congratulations, you got it, okay? I need to walk around with a t-shirt that says, please don't talk to me, I'm a yapper, okay? Because I will be busy. I will be in the middle of completing a task, and I will stop everything just to talk to somebody. It's a problem. It's a problem. I ended up talking to this woman. We're chopping it up. Great conversationalist. She's a great woman. Super sweet. I wouldn't trust my dogs with anybody else. Love her. Shout out to her. And 30 minutes go by. I look at my watch and I couldn't help but notice it is almost 9. Okay? It's 9 a.m. The airport is 30 minutes away. Flight boards at 10:20. I'm like, you know what? I should probably head out. I'm just going to wrap this up. I should probably head out. So I head out. I'm like, you know what? This is perfect. I'm just going to leisurely drive on over there, and I should be able to arrive around 9:30, go through TSA. I have clear. It won't take any time to get through security. I get to the gate. I'll actually be early. This is perfect. This is amazing. This is the best it could have went. Now, let's backtrack 2-3 weeks ago. If y'all don't know, I just turned 24. Okay, so I'm freshly 24. And this was the year, the birth year, that my license expired. So on my 24th birthday, they're like, oh my gosh, congratulations, another year for you. Meet us down at the DMV, and we're going to go ahead and get that license back for you. And I was like, oh, I hate that. I really didn't feel like doing that. I ended up ordering my new license. I didn't need to change my picture, my address, or anything. So I just ended up ordering my new license online. And I had it arrive in the mail. So a couple days before, I had moved my license, my old license, out and my new license in. And as I'm driving, I'm like 20-something minutes away. I'm literally driving. I'm like, oh, thank goodness I put my new license in my wallet, because I would have been so sick if I arrived at the airport and my old license was in there and it's expired. I would have been so sick, right? And then it starts to dawn on me. I'm like, huh. So my new license is in my wallet, but did that wallet make it in my purse? See, about me, I've been into accessorizing. I'm looking to be more of a woman, okay, more of a lady. So I've been buying more purses, more bracelets, more rings, more necklaces, more accessories. So whenever I have an outfit, that I believe a certain purse would match better, I just move all my things to that purse. Very simple concept, nothing crazy. The day before, I was wearing an outfit, and I decided that I was going to wear this Steve Madden green crossbody bag with a thick strap and a little bit of white accessory. It's so cute. Absolutely adorable. And I started to think, I said, I didn't bring that bag with me, though. See, this time I traveled with my classic, let me show you. I was traveling with my classic Louis V I don't know what you call it, my Louis V shoulder bag, okay? So I was traveling with my Louis V shoulder, not my Steve Madden cross. And I said, dare I even look in my purse and see if my wallet is in there? Because knowing me, I know that A, something's going to get forgotten. It is what it is. I'm forgetful. So when traveling, I expect that something is going to be forgotten. But unfortunately, I do not know what it is until it happens. And in this moment, I realized that the thing that I forgot was to put my wallet in my purse. And I knew for a fact that looking in this purse was going to be pointless because I don't even remember touching that purse, getting that wallet. I said I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm wrong. I'm calm, though. I don't believe in getting hectic and frantic in situations. I just remain calm. I'm just going to remain calm. I'm always super level-headed. So I said, okay, here's an issue. I'm problem solving immediately. I don't need to complain. Problem solve. I'm a problem solver at heart. So I'm like, all right, we already know the wallet is not in the purse. We know that. That's the truth. We are now 20 minutes away from the house. We're closer to the airport than we are to the house. If we turn back right now, we'll get back at the house around 9:30. 9:45. Flight boards at 10:20 a.m. I no longer have time to drop my car at the lot and shuttle to the airport. That is out the window. Bye-bye. That option is gone. It's no longer available to us. As I'm driving, as I'm taking this big U-turn and heading back, now I'm in traffic because people are heading into Houston. So now I'm in traffic, but I'm remaining calm. There's no reason to speed, no reason to honk at anyone. That's pointless. I'm not going to do that. I'm calm. Especially since I'm honestly, as I said, like, if I am typically a late friend, so being late is really nothing new to me. And I always believe things are going to work out for me. I'm not even worried, not stressed. So I'm driving back. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to need to get an Uber from my house to the airport so I can be dropped right where I need to be and get right to that flight. On my way home, I'm like, okay, I'm going to call the Uber early. I call the Uber when I'm like 15 minutes away. Too early, actually. Way too early. And so now I'm speeding home because there's an Uber waiting for me at the house. I'm like, okay, the Uber gets there. I'm like, hey, I'm still 8 minutes away. Please wait. Now I'm speeding. Now we're pushing 70, 75. I'm doing a little bit of in and out. I'm crossing over. I'm not signaling. It's getting a little hectic on the road, but I have to get home because now I have an Uber waiting on me. And I don't want to get charged extra for having the Uber wait. So I get there, boom. I'm heart's racing because I'm literally frantic now. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. I put the things in the car, and I say, I just need to go get my wallet. I go upstairs, I grab my wallet out of the purse, and then I continue to run back to the Uber. Trying to calm myself down. The Uber's like, oh, it's cool, you're fine, you're good. Do you have everything you need? Do you have your phone? Do you have your purse? Do you have your ID? You have your cards? I'm like, yes, I have everything. Thank you so much. She calms me down immediately. I'm calm. I'm in a good Uber. I can still make it before this plane starts boarding. It is 9:30, 9:35. We get out the gate. Now, the Uber, a godsend. Great guy. Gets my mind off the whole frantic and hectic business I'm dealing with. I get in the car, I hear his accent. I said, where are you from? Okay. He said, a little accent on him. I said, where are you from? He said, I want you to guess. I said, ugh. I love a guessing game. I'm like, okay. Are you from Russia? No. Slovenia? No. He said, no European countries. South Africa, because, I know a lot of people import to South Africa. No. Well, this goes on for like 15 minutes. It's like half the trip. I'm trying to think. He's giving me he's giving me clues and things. Turns out he's from Argentina. Buenos Aires. Yes, I have no Spanish in me, so I'm gonna butcher that no matter what. That's where he's from, the capital of Argentina. He's telling me about he came here 25 years ago with his family. He's trilingual. His kids are bilingual. He was initially working here as a waiter, then he worked his way up, and then he retired, and blah, 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 blah. He played rugby professionally, and his son played rugby, and he can't wait to go back, and he's still so close to all the people. As I told you, this is me. If you want to talk, we can do that. If you want to talk, we can do that. I have yet to run across someone that I cannot talk to. It's a gift and a curse, truly. So I get to the airport. We've had an amazing conversation the whole ride over. Mind you, he drives slow. I wasn't going to rush him, though. As I said, I'm not nervous. I have full confidence that I'm going to make it there. I'm used to being late. I'm used to cutting it close. I like to live life on the edge, all right? So I get to the airport. Obviously, it's too late to check my bag. Obviously. That's obvious to me. There's no way this bag is getting checked. That's fine. I head straight to TSA. I get to TSA, and I have some dog hair on my jacket. And I'm in the TSA, and I'm like, clear. And they're like, oh my gosh, do you have dogs? And I'm like, duh, 2 huskies. They said, oh my God, that's my dream dog. As I told you, please don't drag me into a conversation because I'm coming. Like, if you want to pull me in a conversation, I will be there. And I don't care how busy I am. My flight is literally boarding in 8 minutes. If you want to small talk about my huskies, I will do that. Until I have a shirt that says, please don't talk to me, I can't resist a conversation, I am going to be forced in these situations. So now I'm small talking about my dogs. Okay? Another woman compliments my shoes. I said, I have literally put miles in on these shoes. They're so comfortable. I love them. They're so cute. Where'd you get them? Check the Nike store. Don't know what they're called, but you'll know this type of shit. Please stop. Please don't talk to me. I'm busy, but I can't tell you that. I'm literally in a rush. I literally don't have time for any extra communication. But I'm not going to tell you that, though. I'm going to talk. I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to continue this conversation because I have no self-control. I love a conversation. I love to talk. It is literally what I live for. It runs through my veins. It wakes me up in the morning. Please don't put me in a position where I have to tell you no to a conversation. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. I fail every single time. Okay? I'm small talking my way through TSA. I'm talking to the people at Clear. Then I'm talking to the person that's telling me to take my laptop out the bag. And then I'm talking to the person that brought me to flight boards in 6 minutes. I walk over to my gate 24. But it says this gate is going to Washington. I told you at the beginning of the video, I'm going to Tampa. This is my gate, but this is not my destination. I go to the gate agent. Hey, ma'am, how are you? I'm having a great day. I hope you could say the same. Couldn't help but notice this says it's going to Washington. I'm going to Tampa. There must be miscommunication. Can you help me out here? She said, oh my gosh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Your flight got moved to gate 42. Thank you, ma'am. I'm going to head to gate 42. Luckily, this is not the big airport in Houston, which is Bush International. This is Hobby in Houston. Very petite, very tiny, very. So gate 42 is a couple blocks away. Okay, if this was Bush International, I would need a car to get me over there. Big airport. Thankfully, this is not the situation. I get to gate 42. There we are. Southwest Airlines going to Tampa. That's me. They haven't started boarding yet, though. They haven't started boarding yet. So I'm actually still early. I have too much time on my hands. What am I going to do with all this extra time? I'm going to go get breakfast. I go to Velvet Taco. I'm in the line. And now I'm small talking in the line. The cashier is chopping up with me. I said, hey, can you tell me a little bit more about that electric lemonade you have behind you? It looks delicious. I love the color. It's this beautiful violet color. I love lemonade. Can you tell me a little bit more about that electric lemonade in it? She said, oh my gosh, ma'am, I want to let you know that there is alcohol in that electric lemonade. That's what makes it so electric. I said, oh my gosh, thank you for telling me. She's like, yeah, I don't know how you feel about vodka this early in the morning. I said, oh my gosh, no vodka for me, please. Now I'm kikiing with the 2 ladies in line, the lady behind me and the cashier at the register. Boarding is about to start. I'm getting breakfast. I'm already made it to. I see the gate. The gate exists. I see that we're boarding soon, but we're not boarding now. I'm in no rush. I don't care about getting on the plane last. I hate waiting in lines. So when I see people waiting in line to board the plane, at the end of the day, I have a seat on the plane. I have a seat. I don't like waiting in lines. I get my breakfast. I go over. They start boarding. Perfect. Amazing. They call my boarding group. I'm eating breakfast. I already know, because I've taken plenty of flights before. I've gone on plenty of trips to know that they're not going to close that gate until they call my name over the intercom. And I will sit in the gate area, and I'm going to wait until they call my name over the intercom. Last call for Trinity Jackson. That's me. And I'll board the plane last. I don't care. I'm in a rush. I'm already going to get on the plane. I'm here. I'm literally at the gate. I don't want to wait in line. That's literally it. There's a line to get on the plane. Then everybody's in a line whenever they're sitting down. Bro, let me know when that's all done so I can walk in, get my seat, and not have to worry about all that. She calls my name on the intercom. Trinity Jackson, last call for Trinity Jackson. I stand up. I say, right here. Right here. I have the gate agent check my bag at the gate because that's still an option. That's not the worst thing ever. They take my suitcase off. Bye-bye suitcase. I get on the plane. I have an ease. I walk straight to my seat, put my bag in, and I sit down in seconds without having to wait in all the lines. And I make it up here to Tampa, Florida without a hitch. Not without a hitch. Actually, with all the hitches. With all the issues and all the delays. And I made it. Okay? There are multiple things I could have done to make this flight day a lot easier, a lot simpler. Even if I would have left the house earlier instead of getting in a conversation with homegirl that was house sitting for me, I would have had plenty of time to go get my wallet, come back to the airport, and park my car, and use the shuttle service, and do this, and that, and that. I always think I have more time than I do. I'm always going to push the limit just a little bit. Just a little bit, right? But I made it safe and sound. I will not be taking that same route on the way back. I'm just going to be early and on time. But I'm here to share my story. All right? Time blindness is a thing. All right? It is. Whether you believe it or not, it's a thing. I'm working on it. Okay? I'm working on it. I know some people that pack their suitcase days before their flight, arrive to the airport hours before boarding, and avoid all the stress and frustration that I have to endure every single time it's time for me to enter the terminal. But the spice and a sense of adventure it adds to my day-to-day is worth it. I'm gonna take the risk every single time. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed this story. I hope we all learned something. I don't know what, but I hope we all learned something. I'm always here to educate. And if you like this, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you stay tuned for the next video. Bye!